Faye?
Parker!
Faye?
Parker! Faye!
Okay, where could they be?
I don't know, but I hope they didn't run away again.
Paul?
We're in here! Come on, come on in.
What were you doing?
How's Ethan?
He's in the hospital, honey. But a lot of doctors are working on him to make sure that he gets better. You knew he was going to get sick, didn't you?
Well, I hoped I could save him by getting him out of here. But where have you been?
We went out to Route 23.
We were trying to get to the hospital. By hitchhiking? We didn't have money for a cab.
But no one picked us up.
Oh, thank goodness.
We got tired of waiting.
So we came back. Do you guys know how dangerous hitchhiking is?
And Meg, I know, but I was worried about Ethan. Could you take us back to the hospital?
I don't think so, honey. He's in intensive care.
Why? What's wrong with him?
We don't know yet.
The doctors are still trying to figure out what made him sick.
And they really won't let me see him?
Not yet, honey. He really is sick.
Is he going to die?
Sweetie, I can't answer that question. All I can tell you is every doctor is working really hard to make sure he gets well again. So all we can do is just hope, okay? Come here.
Dr. Stewart is on her way in.
What about Dr. Tucker and Dr. Morton?
They're already back.
And you've called in the available support staff?
And alerted the CDC and the local health network.
The CDC? Why? What's going on?
Well, we're not sure yet, but I'll be back to check Ethan as soon as I can. Alden? Louie?
Oh, thank God you're here.
Yeah, I got Craig's message when we touched down. What is it? What happened to me?
They don't know. They don't know.
I just passed Bobby. He couldn't even stop to talk.
He just said something about calling the CDC out.
The CDC? What is it? Is it a strain of flu? And when did he get sick?
He was fine. I went back to the farm to feed him again, and Paul had taken the baby.
Paul?
Paul had one of those crazy visions when he thought Ethan was in danger. He convinced Faith and Parker that he could take the baby. He took the baby. He brought the baby to Meg, and Meg, they brought the baby here to the hospital. They think it's some sort of bacterial infection.
None of our other kids have been sick. Where would he pick up something like
I don't
this?
know. But Bob said that his kidneys...
What?
His kidneys are shutting down. Oh, if I were going to lose him,
No. We're not gonna lose him. It's not gonna happen. It's gonna be all right.
Aunt Meg, do you think the doctors will be able to help my brother?
yeah, I've seen them take care of a lot of sick kids, honey.
As sick as Ethan?
Absolutely.
I guess we did the right thing letting you take him.
I just thought of something. If you knew Ethan was going to get sick, maybe you'll know if he'll get better.
Well, honey, I don't think Paul can predict
No,
something like that.
I can't, but I do think that Ethan is going to be fine.
Did you have another vision?
No, I believe it. That's all.
How come?
Yeah, how come?
Well, did you ever feel like your life is just not going right and everything that's bad keeps getting worse, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you get this feeling that you know, maybe life isn't so terrible after all? Because something good happened? Some tiny little good thing? Well, I got that feeling today. And it's not just about Ethan, it's about everything. And it's as strong as any vision I've ever had.
When I left, he was fine. This makes no sense. I don't understand. How did this happen so fast?
I don't know.
Was he around anyone who was sick?
No.
You shouldn't have done that commercial.
He didn't get sick from doing the commercial.
Well, that's not what I meant. Maybe too many people were
No, he was with
handling it.
me most of the time. Kids get sick. Holden?
Lily, I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just trying to understand what's going on here. Look, it's going to be a while before we can be with him. Do you want anything?
I don't want anything.
You know what? You're exhausted. You need to sit down. Come on. I'll go get you some tea. All right.
She was
concern enough when I brought her in.
Dr. Stewart is admitting her. The pediatrician on call is administering tests.
So you can't even tell me what's wrong?
We suspect an intestinal virus or bacteria of some sort. Have you introduced her to any new food she's not used to in the last couple of days?
Just that new baby food they were giving away?
Try to stay calm, Mrs. Lovell. We believe that we have found the source of the problem.
Oh, what about Ethan? Do you know what made Ethan sick?
Ethan and the other babies in the ER have been diagnosed with E-Coli.
But my son's been eating that new all-natural brand.
What's the name of the brand?
It's hers. Valley's Best.
Well, we don't have the results on the baby food yet, and we've given all of the babies an antibiotic.
Well, what about Ethan? Her baby's sick too?
Among 8 other babies in the ER so far.
The latest labs, Dr. Hughes.
Thank you. The baby food came back positive. The source of the bacteria. I've got to call the department to help me get all of that stuff out of the supply chain.
What kind of company are you running? No. It can't be.
Listen, Lily. We took different varieties from different sites in this hospital, and every one of them came back positive. I'm sorry.
You poisoned our children!
I'm not hungry. Just sandwich, eat.
Come on, nobody told you potato chips are good for you?
No.
Well, maybe somebody should have.
Well, I'm not hungry.
Look, not eating is not going to help Ethan. Just, come on, open the bag myself.
Which is a big thing.
Did you really mean it?
About Ethan getting better?
Yeah. I don't know. Look, most of the visions that I've had so far, they've been pretty scary. But I have managed to keep the worst from happening.
Like the dog.
Yes, like the dog. So I have a feeling that Ethan's going to pull through. It's not, a promise, but it's a pretty good feeling.
It's my job to know.
Fair warning. Prices are great. It's just what we need.
It doesn't matter as long as his babies get better. We heard Bob, they're all critical.
Why don't we do some digging, all right? We'll start with the
You know what?
girls.
Just stay out of it.
Your son is sick. You need answers. You got a better idea? No, you're right. You need to get to the bottom of this sooner rather than later. Lily, did you check any of the production reports, any of the statistics?
No.
Okay, here's what we need to do. You need to see if any of the processing centers have had any prior violations. If so, we need to get them shut down
No,
immediately.
you don't do that. And maybe the lab made a mistake. It happens all
No,
the time.
there's no mistake. All these parents here fed their babies that brand.
These girls from Valley's Best, they have a great track record.
And you're sure about that?
I'm gonna call them. And see if they can find out what went wrong. As soon as I can.
Mrs. Snyder, a gentleman just called for you. He said it was really urgent, so I transferred it to this extension.
Thank you. This is Lily Snyder.
I've got reporters in my face talking about sick kids and that baby food.
How did you find me?
Meg told me. Is Ethan stabilized yet?
No.
Sorry to hear that. But listen, you gotta come down here. This is your company, so you're the only one who can do damage control. You're gonna have to come down here now.
I can't leave the hospital now.
You have no choice. If you don't deal with this now, it's gonna bring the whole house down.